This video is sponsored by Saramonic. Wireless microphones have been all the rage for the past couple of years, and for good reason. They allow you the freedom to stray away from your camera while still recording crisp, clear audio, and they also have come down in price over the last few years. These microphones are also compatible not only with cameras, but also with smartphones and computers, so they are ultra versatile. This is the brand new Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X, and it's the newest version of the original Saramonic Blink 500 Pro. So this video, which I'm going to be recording entirely with the new Pro X microphone, I'm going to tell you more about this mic, how it compares to its predecessor, how it compares to some of the top competitions such as the Rode and the DJI microphone, and why you might want to add this microphone to your camera kit. So to start off, let's talk about how the new Pro X system compares to its predecessor. Off the bat, you can see that the brand new Pro X transmitters and receivers are quite a bit smaller than the original versions. They also have longer battery life of 10 hours versus 8 hours, and the included charging case is slightly smaller and can also charge all units up to 2.5 times. The OLED displays on all units have also been upgraded, and the transmitters and receivers now have real-time audio meters, so you can monitor your audio levels. Right now, there are two versions available for the Blink 500 Pro X systems. The Blink 500 Pro X B1 comes with a single transmitter for $199 US, and the B2 version comes with two transmitters for $299 US. Now, personally, I like the two transmitter version because even if you're not going to use both transmitters at the same time, it's always a good idea to have a backup, just in case the battery dies or something happens to your original transmitter. Now let's address the big elephant in the room, which is how does the Saramonic compare to its main competition, such as the Rode Wireless Go and the DJI microphones? Well, I'm not going to do a really in-depth comparison, but there are a few key differences. And in my opinion, the main one is that the Saramonic comes with two wired lavalier microphones, which is not true for the Rode or the DJI. Now, the great thing about these new wireless microphone systems is that all the transmitters have built-in microphones, which is really great because you can do what I've done here, which is clip it to yourself and just have a microphone ready to go. The only problem is that they really stand out and they can be really distracting to your viewer. You're never going to see a professional TV host or presenter wear clipped-on microphones like this because it's too distracting and just doesn't look very professional. So that's where wired lav mics can come in as a solution, because they not only look more subtle, but they can also improve the audio quality, because generally speaking, these wired lav mics have better audio quality. So to prove that point, let's go ahead and switch from the built-in microphone on the Saramonic transmitter to the wired lavalier microphone. So now you can see that I've swapped out the bulky transmitter from my jacket and I've substituted the wired lavalier microphone instead. And it definitely looks a lot better, and I think it even sounds better. This is a sound test using the built-in microphones on the Sony a7 IV. This is a sound test with the Saramonic Blink 500 using the built-in microphone on the transmitter. This is a sound test with the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X. This is a sound test with the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X with the wired lavalier microphone plugged into the transmitter. This is a sound test with the DJI microphone using the built-in microphone on the transmitter. This is a sound test with the Rode Wireless Go 2 using the built-in microphone on the transmitter. Now, it's pretty cool to have these wired lavs included in the Saramonic kit, because if you want lavs for the DJI mic or the Rode mic, you're going to have to purchase them separately. And Rode actually recommends getting the Rode Lavalier Go, but it's not cheap. I think it's close to $80 for one lav mic. So when you times that by 2 and then add in the cost of getting the Rode microphone system, then it ends up being a lot more expensive than the Saramonic microphone. And the DJI microphone, I don't even think that DJI has wired lavalier microphones, so you'd have to do your homework to find them, and again, it adds on to the whole cost of the DJI mic, which in general is actually the most expensive out of all three of these wireless microphone kits right here. Now, another key advantage of the Saramonic Pro X system is that the transmitters have OLED displays, not just the receivers. And so if you have the other systems like the Rode and the DJI microphone, then you'll notice that the transmitters lack those OLED displays, which can be kind of nice for the aesthetic, but you can actually turn off this OLED display on the Saramonic Saramonic if you don't want to see it. But I personally think it's better to have the OLED display because it allows you to change settings like your gain or even monitor your real-time audio levels with the OLED display on the transmitter, which again is something you can't do with the competition. The Pro X also has a wider frequency response and a higher signal-to-noise ratio compared to the DJI Mic and the Rode Wireless Go. Saramonic transmitters also have a line-level input, which allows you to connect it to a music player, a mixer, or any other device that has a line-level output that allows you to transmit wirelessly to the receiver. Both the Rode and the DJI microphones do not have a line-level input. Also, the Blink 500 Pro X receiver now has a headphone out port with volume control via physical buttons so that you can monitor audio with headphones. The Rode doesn't have any headphone out jack, and the DJI mic does, but you do have to fiddle with the receiver's menu in order to control the volume. So it's not quite as convenient as having the physical buttons on the receiver. The Blink 500 Pro X also has the longest battery life of 10 hours compared to 7 hours on the Rode and 5 hours on the DJI microphone. And the included battery charging case also has the most charging time of 35 hours compared to 15 hours on the DJI microphone, and the Rode doesn't even come with a charging case. You actually have to purchase it separately from a third party. And finally, because the Blink 500 Pro X is a brand new system, there's actually 4 new models still on the way. And the main advantage to those models is that the receiver is made to fit directly into the bottom of your smartphone or your tablet. So this current unit is great because it works directly with cameras or smartphones or computers, and included in the package are all the cables you need to make that happen. But sometimes you might want a dedicated mic system to work directly with your smartphone or your tablet because, let's be real, not everyone is like us using dedicated cameras like this to film videos. As an example, here's an older version of the Blink 500 Pro with a receiver made to plug in directly into a USB-C device like my Android phone. See how it fits perfectly to the bottom of my phone with no cables or the need for a cold shoe mount? This is similar to how the DJI microphone operates, but then you have to mess with the tiny adapters to transform the receiver, and I can't tell you how many times I've nearly dropped and lost that little USB-C adapter. And for the Rode, you not only need that separate cable, but you also would need a way to attach that receiver to your smartphone device. So I've highlighted quite a few advantages of using the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro X system, but it's not perfect. There are a few things that it lacks and that the competition does better, such as onboard recording. That's something that you're not going to get with the Pro X. And also the operating distance is a little on the short side. It's 100 meters compared to 200 meters for the Rode and 250 meters for the DJI microphone. But overall, the Pro X still has quite a few upgrades in regards to the competition. The main one being the inclusion of that wired lavalier microphone, which is a huge savings if you plan to use it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this microphone, if it's one that you would add to your kit. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.